Hole and holes. Today is a glorious day for me because I get to see more chaos go around and I get to fling my poo at the people involved in said chaos. So the biggest travesty that Marvel has ever created, She-Hulk, is in the news, but not for the reason you think. The She-Hulk actress is suing Marvel Studio and Ryan Reynolds. Jesse Grant just dropped this video 8 hours ago. She's suing Ryan Reynolds because apparently she was cut out of Deadpool and Wolverine or some shit. I did not watch this. I don't know what the situation's about, but I do love me some chaos, and I do love me some L's taken. Green women L's are some of my favorite L's. I am a little bit sexist towards green women, trying to work that out, but let's see what that's because the only green woman I know has set a really bad precedent for green women everywhere. So let's see what this is all about.
So I think it's fair to say that She-Hulk was the most polarizing Marvel project of
polarizing? It was dog shit. It was dog ass. It was dog water. Polarizing. Diddy parties were a morally and ethically ambiguous situation.
all time, as it seemed most Marvel fans and audiences were not happy with what they watched.
Jesus wept. Where do I even begin with this one? It lacks even the basic elements of a story with which to grapple, whose cast of one-dimensional caricatures lurches and meanders from one pointless episode to another.
Nice.
But on the flip side,
yeah, it's important to mention, dude, have you ever seen a character in a modern TV show with an I Love America shirt? Because I haven't. I love Mexico, yeah, that, sure, whatever. But I love America? No, I've never seen that shit. But again, total separate point. She-Hulk was a travesty on the screen, okay? For those of you that don't know why it's so bad, let me remind you, okay? She-Hulk came in as a character to end all suffering. She's a successful lawyer lady that's a complete bitch and keeps wondering why she can't find a normal man to date. And all men are assholes. She's the asshole is the big twist, okay? The big twist, she's the asshole. And if she acts like an asshole, well then yeah, all right, sure. That's important to know. The second thing that you need to know is that there is cum all over the steering wheel. The third thing that you need to know is, you know how Hulk, when he became Hulk, he couldn't originally control the Hulk powers because Hulk is fucking Hulk and he gets really angry and he becomes Hulk and he's Hulk now and he loses his, like, humanity and stuff? Well, She-Hulk does not have these issues because when she becomes Hulk, she is used to dealing with being treated by society wrongly because she is a woman, an oppressed woman, and therefore, since she is so used to being oppressed, she has no problem controlling her Hulk form at all. Yes, I didn't even make that up. This is the worst show ever made. It's fucking awful. It's so bad. It's like incredibly bad. This is like how to write a poorly written girl boss whammon. Like, it's so fucking awful. It's so bad. Anyway, what I meant to say is, in my entire ramble, is that she's strong and brave. Let's keep going.
there was a small percentage of the audience that loved the show and passionately expressed this opinion online, which resulted in them attacking the fans who didn't like it, and of course the fans who didn't like the show retaliating back as well. So to me, She-Hulk represents the peak of the MCU backlash and made it very clear to the entire world that Marvel was no longer as loved as it once was. However, that was over 2 years ago, and with the show now being cancelled...
I haven't heard of She-Hulk in a long time. Imagine, why is She-Hulk relevant? Is she getting another season? No, she's suing Ryan Reynolds because apparently he's too likable.
I don't think anyone expected any more headlines to come out about the character for the foreseeable future. However, boy were we wrong, because now there is a report suggesting that not only was the She-Hulk actress angry with Marvel and Ryan Reynolds...
Imagine having such an L that She-Hulk and I both were not included in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. You know? Me and She-Hulk. She-Hulk was in the Wolverine movie as much as I was. She-Hulk... not too different, you and I. Me and you were pretty similar, me and you. The two of us, together. Both of us not in the new Deadpool movie, huh? Huh? Imagine being so unlikable that you were supposed to be in a movie and you were kicked off it. Deadpool and Wolverine had so many side characters. I finally watched it. It was a great movie. Not like one of the best of all time. A solid 8 out of 10. It was very funny. I liked it. But like, there were so many side characters everywhere, a plethora of them. They were like, nah, we don't want her even in like the background, bro. No, sir.
But is now threatening legal action.
You know, that actually happened?
Of course it happened. I think this is a reflection of how, like, just...
Oh my God.
As she claims she hasn't been fairly compensated, which is now the...
Compensated? She wasn't in the movie. I also wasn't compensated for it. What?
Second time this year, a Ryan Reynolds project has caused division amongst its cast and crew.
Right.
Now, both could be baseless or both could be true. All we have is the information and drama that gets reported, and this article is jam-packed with more drama than a Love Island episode, so prepare yourself, guys,
All right, I'm
because
ready.
this video
I'm
is going to
locked
be
in.
very
God.
interesting to say the least.
I love L's. I love watching people take them. Oh, God. What's more fun than the deserved downfall? Deserved downfalls are literally my favorite gender.
So the article starts off by reporting that Tatiana Maslany, aka She-Hulk, has clashed with both Ryan Reynolds and Disney Marvel executives over her scenes being removed from both the theatrical release and the director's cut of
Oh, she was even removed from the director's cut. Oh! Oh, I am immensely enjoying myself. Guys, subscribe if you want to immensely enjoy your life a little bit more. I am not here to change the world. I am here to laugh at it burn, okay? I will not make your life that much better, but I will make your life a little bit better. So subscribe to watch my slop while you're taking a shit and you just want to smile.
of Deadpool 3. And while it was reported a while back that both She-Hulk and Captain Marvel were meant to be in Deadpool 3, but then were ultimately removed, we didn't know that they were angry over the removal. Well,
Wait, so you didn't know that an egotistical narcissist was angry out of not being praised? That's crazy.
at least Tatiana Maslany was. And honestly, I can see why she would be angry, because Deadpool and Wolverine was such a big success, and she would have wanted that
no
for
shit.
a character.
No shit.
Especially with what gets reported next in the article. Maslany had filmed 2 cameo appearances for the movie, with one being a significant fight sequence against Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
There is no shot she ever, in any world, had a significant fight sequence against Wolverine. I don't believe it. I watched the fucking movie. Where were they gonna put that in? No. She was gonna be one of the random bitch side characters in the fucking wasteland, okay? That Wolverine just probably powered through. Yeah, my asshole, my quivering butt plug, she was ever gonna have a significant fight sequence.
And after spending 2 weeks training for the role, her performance was met with criticism
Oh!
during test screen.
Oh! She was supposed to do something and they're like, bro, that was shit. Wait, let me make something clear here. I am not a proponent of the DEI thing, okay? I think that if you don't deserve the role, you shouldn't get the role, okay? Sorry, bro. If you failed at the thing you were supposed to do, I don't see any reason for you to need to be hired. Womp womp, eat a cock.
It was noted that she didn't quite match the intensity and skill of her co-stars, leading to the decision
Notice how it says co-stars, right? Because her scene was not just with Wolverine.
to cut her scenes from the film.
Based. It's like, yeah, we're not including you because you made a shit scene. How the frick is she gonna win this lawsuit? How on earth are you gonna go to the judge and be like, they cut my scenes? And they're like, yeah, your scenes were dog shit. And the judge will be like, then yeah, duh, they cut it.
And now we all saw how iconic some of those fight scenes were in the final product of Deadpool 3. So
scenes are
who
great.
in their right mind would have not wanted to be part of something so big? However, if the report is true and she didn't quite hold her own in these sequences, then of course you can see why they would have cut her. I mean, as a
My bet is they even paid her. Or it was in the contract that they would only pay her if she, if they include her in the movie or whatever. But I totally respect the idea of not including her because she couldn't give them a good product. It's like, it's insane. Imagine, it's like if I decide I wanted to work with someone and I'm like, yo, let's work together. And then that person absolutely bombs at what we were supposed to do, right? Like, just thinking for me, okay? I put together game shows and tournaments and whatever. But like, think about it. If I would put together something like that and someone made an incredibly, like, awful performance, like, a long drawn out monologue, and I cut it from the final part of my video because it's boring and annoying. Like, would you be upset at me for cutting that out when they wanted that to be told to the world on my channel? It's like, sorry, bitch. No, I don't care. I am here to make a good product. My product is my video. Ryan Reynolds' product is Deadpool, his movie. He doesn't give 2 shits about you if you cannot help him. It's like, get out of here, bro.
fan myself, I want to see the best product possible, and if something isn't good, you can't just keep it in the movie just to be nice.
Yeah, obviously.
You've got to be ruthless in order to create the best movie for the fans, which Ryan Reynolds openly admitted was his intention for this film.
The intention is making a good movie. They're not gonna just shove freaking actresses in there because they feel like they deserve it.
It was not meant to be a commercial for another movie. It was really genuinely meant to be a true one-off, and, you know, something that really allows, life is hard for a lot of people out there, and it's been that way for a long time, and just for people to walk out of that movie theater feeling like they just had the best 2 hours of their entire life, something that is like unexpectedly moving, but still retains all that audacity and you know, sort of wild subversion that you come to expect with this character in this world.
Because at the
end of the day, you make a good movie. That's what it was about. It was about making a good movie. The end. Sorry.
End of the day, it's kind of like the NBA, where if a player isn't holding his own on the court, even if he may be the nicest person in the world, you've got to let them go, because it's about putting on the best performance possible.
Try to use logic to explain this? Holy shit. It's like, so your doctor for today's heart surgery is going to be a relatively unqualified person because of our new DEI program. It's like, would that make you feel safe, bro?
And before anyone tries to blame this on a female thing and tries to drum up some sort of controversy, suggesting it's because she's a woman that she was treated unfairly and cut from the movie, might I add that there were multiple women in Deadpool and Wolverine who played massive roles in some very iconic moments of the film, as well as there being a non-binary actor playing the villain.
There we go.
So diversity has absolutely nothing to do with this situation, so please don't make it a conversation the way they tried to do with the She-Hulk criticism as well. But all of this so far is
definitely there's no argument that Ryan Reynolds is sexist or Ryan Reynolds is misogynist or any of that shit. Bro, there's lots of women in the movie, okay? Shut the fuck up, okay? But their scenes were good, which is why they were included. She-Hulk couldn't make a good scene. Oh, goodbye.
Just behind the scenes drama. However, what the article reports on next is something much more serious.
This was a great scene, by the way, in the movie.
And something none of us would have seen coming, which is a lawsuit. As Tatiana Maslany,
I can't believe she's suing because of this. What a fucking whiny bitch.
Feeling sidelined by these decisions, is now demanding that her scenes be included in the special edition of the film.
I love how she wasn't even in the director's cut, bro. Oh, God.
Ryan Reynolds has staunchly resisted this, and she is also threatening legal action, claiming she was not fully compensated for her work on the project.
Yeah, so I'd be curious to see where this goes, to be honest. I am very curious. I didn't see her scene. I don't know how bad it was. I totally respect the idea of not including it because she was bad at it. I don't know about the fully compensation thing. That's her claim. She could be right. She could be wrong. I have no idea. But I completely respect not including her in the movie if she couldn't make a good scene. But again, no one knows. Very excited because there is one W to come out of this that no one's going to think about, all right? You're all thinking about the lawsuit. She's being petty. Guys, gamers, people in my audience that are here for the Nux hot takes, there's fantastic news. She-Hulk will never be in another fucking Marvel project ever. All right, she just burnt that bridge. That bridge is burnt. Woo! She gone. She out of here. We will never see her again. We will never see her again.
Now, the details as to how she was or wasn't compensated for her work hasn't been revealed yet.
Yeah, we don't know. Could be.
However, it does raise two questions. One being, is she only doing this out of anger? And two being, was she really undercompensated?
Yeah, no idea.
Because regardless your opinions on She-Hulk as a character or Tatiana Maslany as a person, if someone signs a contract for a certain amount of pay and then isn't paid that amount, of course they are within their rights to sue.
Yeah, obviously. I said the same thing. And I completely agree. Obviously, you have to... She might be totally right that she's not fully compensated. No idea. That's her claim. I'm sure the other people don't agree. They're going to end up in court. We'll see what happens. But side W for us chaos enthusiasts in the audience. We're never going to see her in another Disney project.
But on the flip side, it wouldn't be the first time someone has threatened legal action due to emotions running high. However, it must be said that Scarlett Johansson was once really screwed over by Disney when it came to being underpaid, so Disney aren't necessarily squeaky clean when it comes to honoring their contracts with Marvel actors.
Yeah, dude, I want to make this clear. I do not like Disney, okay? Fuck Disney. I'm not here defending Disney. I'm not defending anyone. I am laughing. That's me, okay? Laughing at it, all right? No defending anyone. Disney pieces of shit, too.
And apparently Ryan Reynolds isn't so clean either, as he reportedly ignored some contracts and rules when it came to a movie he recently produced, with his wife Blake Lively also starring in it.
All right.
And then, guys, it came out during a red carpet interview that Blake had Ryan Reynolds, her husband, come in and rewrite a few of the scenes, and the screenwriter had no idea. She learned that in real time at the premiere on the red carpet. I think that she had thought that maybe the actors had just improvised on set and that's why it was changed. But again, in real time, she learned that Ryan had rewritten some of her work at the request of Blake.
However, due to the details not being so clear there either.
Again, no one knows. These are just behind the scenes, behind the doors thing. I'm just saying, dude, we didn't know Diddy parties were a thing, okay, for 16 years. Like, dude, you never know what happens behind the scenes. I'm just allowed to laugh at it all.
All we know for sure is that Ryan Reynolds gave us the best Marvel movie we had seen in years, and one we so desperately needed as well. And if She-Hulk really did ruin the movie in certain scenes, then as a fan, I am glad they were cutthroat enough to remove her from the movie, and I'm glad that Ryan Reynolds didn't budge and said, you know what, I'm making the best movie possible. And that's not a comment on Tatiana Maslany, that's a comment on how the film industry should be from here on out, where its entire focus is to produce the
erectile dysfunction of Wolverines everywhere.
Best movies possible for the audience.
And just how vital is it that audiences have films of this ilk where they can just go into the cinema and just enjoy themselves for 90 minutes or, 100 minutes?
For me, I think that's the only reason to watch a film.
But as they say.
I'm not... I mean, like, most of the movies are nominated for Oscars put me to sleep,
Oh, the people are waking up. He's so woke for that. Damn.
They're like TV films. I'm just I'm a sort of filmmaker that grew up in the 70s, and I watched Star Wars and Indiana Jones, and I just sat there exhilarated and having the time of my life in the cinema, and I want to continue that tradition.
However, if
I want to make shows and movies that people like. And they're like, what? No, that's crazy. People like, but what about the agendas?
Tatiana Maslany did sign a contract for payment. She should be paid whatever it was she signed on for, because fair is fair. But what are your thoughts on this situation? Let me know down below in the comments. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and as always...
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yeah,
good shit. Yeah, honestly, this lawsuit is a good thing, not for Ryan. Or anyone, actually, except for me. I'm the only one that is happy about this lawsuit, and if you in the audience are also happy about this lawsuit, you have found a home here. I will personally sit here and enjoy it. Feel free to show the world the contract, prove to the world you're right, make some money out of it, and never be in another Disney movie. This is literally entertainment, all right? Dude, this is more entertaining than She-Hulk. I am having more entertainment now from She-Hulk than I did watching the show. So this is a huge W. Get your minor pay for not being in the movie, and thank you for giving me a good time. Subscribe for more chaos, and stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.